I know what you were thinking. The first day of school is just days away, and luckily Texas tax-free weekend is here. And if back-to-school shopping is on your to-do list, now's the time to save, as we've heard before. But guess what? Holly Quartaro. She is with Galleria Dallas, and she is here with backpacks and lunchboxes that are not just stylish, they're practical and school-ready. Hi, Holly.
Hi, Paige. Great to see you.
We've been doing this a long time.
Yes.
Our kid, you just dropped off your kid to college, right?
It's actually this coming week.
Oh, this
coming week? And that's my middle one, yes. So
we both have one still in the nest, right?
Yes, one still at home.
Me too.
My oldest is a senior at A&M. My middle one is going off to Texas Tech next week, and I have one still at home.
Okay, all right. Well, I know these transitions are hard, but we're going to get through this together. Okay, we got to get to work then. All right, so you've got when it comes to tax-free weekend at Galleria, do you have any strategies that people should kind of consider before they hit the stores?
Well, I think it's important for parents to remember or to know what they need when they go. You don't want to overspend and buy things you don't need, but obviously backpacks, lunchboxes, and tennis shoes are one of those are like the staples. For back to school, you know you're going to buy those. This weekend's a great time to do it because it is tax-free shopping weekend. So anything that's under $100 will be tax-free. So that includes backpacks.
Okay.
So if you're buying for multiple kids, you really can save money by shopping tax-free weekend.
All right. So backpacks, they have become a lot more than just a way to carry books. By the way, they are so heavy. I mean, that's something that you really have to consider when your kid is buying a backpack. What kind of support? Because that's a big part of it, but there's also great trends to keep in mind as well.
Absolutely, and most of these you'll notice have those padded straps and support other places because they all do have to carry technology with them, and it does get very heavy.
Right, we lost the books, but the technology still is really weighted. All right, so let's take a look at some of these.
All right, let's start over here.
Okay.
And clear backpacks are a trend, but mainly because they're a requirement. So lots of school districts, including Dallas ISD, are requiring clear or mesh backpacks. So you don't have the option of buying these if you're in DISD. You have to buy clear.
I did not know that.
And they can be difficult to find, but I found these. There are plenty of the JanSport version at Journeys at Galleria, and then Vans. The Vans store also has clear backpacks, so you can even get a branded one if you want, which is great. But that's a requirement for kids in several school districts around North Texas.
It has the brand on it. It kind of makes me a little sad, honestly,
because
the backpacks. I remember when I dropped off my oldest for his first day of kindergarten with this little Spider-Man backpack as it was going into the door, and the teacher was pushing the parents away. Those are milestones.
I know, and some kids, Plano, you can still carry all of those. There are different school districts that don't require that. So it is a sad thing, though, because a backpack is a great way to show your personality.
And your kind of what you identify with.
That brings us to the next trend, and that's sporty backpacks. So if your kid's sporty, you want one of those. This is from JD Sports, a Nike backpack, and what I love about these is they have so many pockets, so many places to put things. Excuse me.
And also in the back, I'm going to help you as you clear your throat.
Thank you.
These kinds of padded straps, it's almost like there's a gel in there that keeps it even that much more comfortable for the student. And as we talked about how heavy these can be, any extra support is really, really recommended.
That's right. And this has so many pockets. The other thing is the water bottle pockets. You want to make sure you find something that has lots of stretch, because the water bottles, the kids carry them and they need a lot of space to go in. I have bought a backpack before and had to take it back because it didn't fit the water bottle.
Okay, so you need to keep that in mind. All right.
Speaking of sporty, these straps like this one are great. The North Face is one that's at Journeys, and we have one of those down below. But this one's from Timberland. Timberland has a brand new store at Galleria, and they have a promotion that if you spend $200, you get a free backpack. So it's really cool. If you're spending money, you're buying a pair of Timberland boots, you can get a free backpack while you're at it, which is great. But I love this sporty style that allows your kid to put their backpack, their hoodie or their extra shirt here when they're not using it.
All right, awesome. All right, then moving on down here. These are also backpacks that need to last for a whole year.
That's right.
Durability is
Durability is very important. This one is brand new from Crocs. Look how cute this is. You can talk about showing your personality. You can get all these gibbets and customize your backpack no matter what your style is. And this is super sturdy canvas. Feel this. It's very sturdy, and this is hard right here, so it's going to hold up throughout the school year, and that's at the Crocs store.
Because they beat them up. The first thing they do when they come in the house, they throw their backpacks down.
They're just thrown against the wall.
They're thrown against the wall, so they need to last the whole year. That's really
then
important.
you don't even know what they're doing when they're at school. They're thrown everywhere.
So
very important to be sturdy, and I love that. And then the other trend that we're going to talk about is characters, because that's your personality. personality. So many fun characters. Children's Place has a ton of them. This Hello Kitty backpack has been very popular for them. You know, bag charms are a way to customize. So this is sold separately, but you can get this bag charm. And you saw it in this Crocs one that had that little bag charm on it as well that we showed right there. So you can customize your backpack. So maybe that's one way to customize your clear backpack.
And this one I love too. I want to hold this one up
Yes.
too, because how cool is that for the gamer?
It's so cool, and it's from Macy's, and it's actually a 4-piece set. So when you purchase it, you get the backpack, the lunchbox, and even these cool headphones, which again, with the technology, sometimes they need headphones for school, and that's a requirement. So why not get it all in one? And that's from Macy's.
Oh my gosh, so many different choices. In fact,
we're losing backpacks.
we have so many on the table that we're losing them.
falling.
All right, let's transition a little bit to lunchboxes. So one of the fun things that I did as a kid is I would get a new lunchbox, but there was a certain one that I would go back to time and time again. So I'm going to give you guys a peek at what my lunchbox. This was my first lunchbox because it's all about Barbie.
I love
Not
it.
to brag, but I did have the Barbie dream house.
I did
with,
too.
With the elevator.
Yep.
Oh, I
You
love
pulled the little
that.
string and
yes,
yep,
the elevator
I
would
had
go
it. I
up
love
and
it.
down. I loved it. So let's talk about what your favorite lunchbox
My
was.
favorite lunchbox as a kid was strawberry shortcake
That does
themed.
not surprise me.
It's just
You're
so
a strawberry shortcake girl.
I
let's
love
just be
strawberry
honest.
shortcake, and this was my lunchbox when I was a kid.
I love
the metal
it.
lunchboxes, and you know they're not metal anymore, which is probably
know.
good for the throwing around. And actually, I was talking to my mom about this, and she was like, "You don't remember a lot of lunchboxes because you bought your lunch a lot at school."
Oh, that's true. Yes.
But you know, a lot of kids carry their lunch now. Mine always do. So you know.
You know, like I said, I would peg you as a strawberry shortcake kind of gal.
I love
for
it.
sure. You
I love
brought
it.
a couple of
Well,
lunchboxes.
I was a Barbie girl too because
you
I
were-
had that dream house and.
Oh
you know.
yeah, I was pretty. I also had the dune buggy. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't. I had the Corvette.
Sorry. Yeah. Oh, you had the Corvette. You just one up
I
to
know.
me.
I mean, you know,
Whatever.
it's
Go
fine.
ahead. Talk about the ones that we
Lunchboxes.
got here.
So I love this one if I can reach it from
Okay,
Gap.
here we go. I'll help you here.
This is from Gap. I think it's important with the lunchboxes to have it, make sure it's wipeable. You know, you want to be able to clean it off because they get dirty. They really do.
They get
This one
nasty.
is insulated, and again, with the water bottle pocket, it has its own. So maybe your lunch drink is different than your water bottle you carry around all day. You can put that in here. But again, even the inside being able to be cleaned is really important. And they also have, this one also has a spot for your cold pack because you want to keep your lunch
You want to
cold.
keep. We never had that.
I know. You had a brown
I mean,
paper sack.
we did not have any kind of cold pack. We didn't
I
do
know.
sushi in our lunches. Let's talk a little bit before we go to break. Let's talk a little bit about some of the back to school happenings at Galleria. What's going on?
Well, of course, it's tax-free weekend. There's a lot going on. But my favorite thing that we're doing is that we are offering free back-to-school photos. These are professional photos.
Oh.
We partnered with our friends at Modus, and they will be there from 1 to 5 p.m. tomorrow on Saturday. So tomorrow from 1 to 5 p.m., you can come in and get your kids' back-to-school photos done professionally, absolutely free.
That's fantastic.
Love it.
All right, where can we find out more information?
All of it's at GalleriaDallas.com, and of course, come see us. If you're, come ice skating, make a day of it. Go to Netflix House. There's lots to do.
Lots to do. All right.